Where do you see yourself in this cycle? Do you see yourself ascending to a great cycle of a great bhagya or a great destiny? Or do you see yourself hurtling down atogati or a path of a painful destiny? Namaste. My father-in-law Sri Bhagwan would say, every country has its genius. India's greatest contribution to world consciousness is enlightenment, or total cessation of ignorance and separation. That is why every art form, be it Indian dance, music, architecture, astrology, everything had one single direction: enlightenment. Let me take you from there. Let us take a saying from Natya Shastra, or India's classical dance form, a 2000-year-old dance form. Yatha drishti tatho manaha, yatha mana tatho bhavaha, yatha bhava tatho rasaha. This is where Natya Shastra stops, but I would like to take it further. Yatha rasa tatho karmaha, yatha karma tatho bhagyaha. What does this chant mean? Yatha drishti tato manaha. Where your sight goes, there your thought follows. So what are you looking at through the day? Are you looking at sights that evoke positive thoughts in you, or are you looking at things that is going to drive you crazy with desire and with fear? Yatha manaha tato bhavaha. What this means is that thoughts have a tendency to build up into vortices. Thoughts tend to repeat over and over again. That is, 80% of your thoughts that you have today are the thoughts that you thought yesterday. Bhava means emotion. It is derived from the root word bhava, which means you become that. That is, you become that around which your thoughts gravitate. You become your emotions. Yatha bhavaha tato rasaha. These emotions lead to expressions that get communicated to others. So here Natya Shastra stops. But when you bring this wisdom into real life, you see the impact goes very far. Yatha rasaha tato karmaha. Actions will follow your expressions, and your actions then precipitate into your destiny, be it a positive or a negative one. That is why yatha karmaha tato bhagyaha. Where do you see yourself in the cycle? Do you see yourself ascending to a great cycle of a great bhagya or a great destiny? Or do you see yourself hurtling down atogati or a path of a painful destiny? Look back to history or look at contemporary leaders. Be it someone like Steve Jobs in his later years, or like an Emperor Ashoka after the Kalinga War. Every one of them made a shift in their life from self-centricness to heart-centricness because they had an awakening experience. Realization began to dawn on them. What am I becoming? Is this who I want to be as a human being? How are my experiences and actions impacting others around me? Is this what I want to do to my loved ones? Is this the impression that I want to leave for future generations? What is the kind of destiny I'm creating from this state of consciousness? Destiny for myself and for others around me. As they ask these questions, the truth strikes them. A deep unrest grips them. An urgency to become a radically different parent, different leader, different lover, to become a different human being takes hold of them. And this is the birth of a true seeker. When a seeker is ripe for change, the universe responds. These questions and this deep passion in itself becomes the most ardent prayer to the universe. The universe leads you on to a process of metamorphosis. From being a worm, a caterpillar, you begin to emerge into a beautiful butterfly. So many thousands have been led by the divine to Ekam for a process, for an inner journey, for an awakening, for enlightenment. They feel called. Where are you? Are you a seeker yet?